When we talk about the future of artificial intelligence, one of the most outspoken and influential voices is Elon Musk. His vision has always leaned toward optimism, not just in what AI can do today, but in how it will shape the decades ahead. He's actively pushing boundaries in three of the most transformative areas of AI: foundation-level cognitive intelligence, autonomous vehicles, and humanoid robotics. Tesla's advancements in self-driving cars are a clear example of how quickly AI is evolving, and Optimus, the humanoid robot, represents a bold step toward machines that can think, act, and interact in ways we've only seen in science fiction. These areas aren't just side projects. They're some of the most critical and impactful arenas in AI development. Of course, when people hear about breakthroughs, many immediately look toward China, a nation making rapid technological progress. It's true that China has surged ahead in fields like high-speed rail, building trains that outpace anything currently in the United States. But there's an important distinction to make here. While China is excelling at grand-scale infrastructure projects designed to impress and serve export markets, American innovation is increasingly centered on solving problems that directly affect everyday life. Instead of chasing applause for record-breaking feats, U.S. scientists and engineers are focused on sustainable, practical, and groundbreaking technologies that improve the way people live and work. That's the real difference. In America, progress isn't just about speed on the ground. It's about redefining what transportation even means. It's about building autonomous cars that eliminate the need for a driver, robots that act like independent coworkers, and aerial vehicles that can lift off from a rooftop and cut urban travel times dramatically. There are even serious projects underway envisioning a future where underground subways operate without limits, and where interplanetary travel becomes as accessible as booking a commercial airline ticket. Picture a time when going to Mars or the Moon is treated the same way we look at international flights today. That's the ambition. It's a vision rooted in pride for American-made technology, products that don't just chase trends but intentionally disrupt them. Instead of fragile, short-lived hype machines, these breakthroughs emphasize durability, high performance, sustainability, and most importantly, affordability. They aren't reserved for billionaires or niche markets. They're designed to be generation neutral, solutions that the average person can access. And that's what makes this next era so important. So, what exactly are American innovators building right now? What can we realistically expect to see take shape in the coming years? The answers are exciting because we're not talking about speculative concepts stuck on whiteboards. These are technologies already moving toward deployment. And here at Tesla Car World, we'll take you inside 6 of the most revolutionary inventions emerging in the U.S. before the mainstream media even catches up. With a community of over 258,000 Tesla enthusiasts following these updates, you'll see why this is a place to learn about the future first. Elon Musk himself summed it up well. We're heading toward an age of abundance so vast that most people can't even imagine it yet. It's not going to be a luxury for the few. It's going to be an everyday reality for millions. These breakthroughs will change the way you travel, breathe cleaner air, and move through cities with less stress. They're about cutting travel times, eliminating traffic, and reducing emissions, all while making life safer and more efficient. It's about unlocking speed, distance, and sustainability all at once. Take flying taxis, for example. For decades, they've been a sci-fi dream, but they're now crossing into reality. In fact, companies like Joby Aviation and Archer Aviation are already flight testing electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft with the blessing of the FAA. These aren't experimental toys. They're passenger-ready craft capable of hitting speeds of 200 miles per hour. Imagine slashing a 1-hour car commute down to 10 or 15 minutes. Joby's model already promises a 150-mile range on a single charge, enough for most city-to-city travel, and it can carry 4 passengers. That's up to 80% less time spent stuck in traffic. Other innovators are pushing the boundaries even further. Olive Aeronautics is working on a car-plane hybrid that can be driven on the road like a standard car, then take off vertically when you need to skip congestion. Meanwhile, Klein Vision has already delivered the world's first certified flying car, complete with versions ranging from 280 to 340 horsepower. Power on par with luxury SUVs and high-performance sports cars. And the best part? The driving experience still feels familiar, with pedals and steering like a normal car, so people don't have to relearn from scratch. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping prospect in this space comes directly from Tesla. Elon Musk has been teasing a fully electric flying car Tesla's own, a sleek two-seater scheduled for release around 2027. You'd expect a price tag in the hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, for something this advanced. Instead, Musk has thrown down a figure that borders on unbelievable: $6,789. That's not just a price. It's a direct challenge to every competitor, especially those in China who may imitate Tesla's innovations but can't come close to replicating its scale of production. Producing at that cost would take other countries decades to catch up. At the same time, drone technology is transforming logistics in ways just as disruptive. Amazon's Prime Air drones, for example, can zip packages weighing up to 2.2 kilograms at 80 kilometers per hour. For consumers, that means same-day delivery shrinks to same-hour delivery. Beyond convenience, it means slashing carbon emissions from delivery trucks and reducing road congestion. It's small scale compared to flying taxis, but it's another piece of the puzzle in reshaping how goods and people move. On the ground, the future is equally exciting. Autonomous electric vehicles, robo-taxis, are already rolling out. In Phoenix, Arizona, Waymo has a fleet of self-driving cars offering real rides to real customers, boasting safety levels with decimals so precise they border on perfection, 99.999%. Human error causes more than 90% of accidents today, and eliminating that variable could save thousands of lives annually. By mid-2025, Waymo had more than 1,500 cars completing 10 million paid trips, with 250,000 rides happening each week in cities like Phoenix, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Austin. Tesla isn't far behind, either. In fact, the company quietly launched its own robo-taxi pilot service in Austin, Texas, in June 2025. Starting small with 10 to 20 Model Y vehicles, the service operates from early morning to midnight in geofenced areas. With Tesla's full self-driving software, passengers summon cars directly from an app, no driver required. It's an affordable, accessible option that will eventually make car ownership unnecessary in urban areas. China is working in the same space, with Baidu's Apollo platform hitting milestones on highways and in cities. But despite their progress, deployment remains limited compared to the scale Tesla and Waymo are achieving. Tesla's advantage isn't just AI, it's integration. By embedding autonomy directly into electric vehicles, Tesla is creating a scalable,